welcome to Coach's Roundtable. I'm Ed Codi. To my right, the Swami George Abraham. To my left, the Tiger Albert Campman. Let's go to Spotlight. We're going to start with PIAA Wrestling Finals. Boys, Butler freshman Santino Sloboda. He finished fourth, 107-pound class. He finishes the year, his freshman year, 40-3. Quite an accomplishment, isn't it?
Great.
I don't remember any freshman winning that many wrestling matches.
That's just tremendous. And 3 big years left.
Yes. Connor Smith, Seneca Valley, he placed 8th, 114 pounds. He finishes the year 33-10. Anthony Ferraro, Pine Richland, he finished 4th, 133 pounds. And a sad story here, sophomore Vaughn Spencer, Pine Richland, he lost for the first time in the quarterfinals when he suffered a significant knee injury. And no details yet on the extent of it. You know, he missed his freshman year with 2 surgeries, including one was a meniscus tear. So he finishes his sophomore year 27-1. Just hope he... You know, you don't think of the wrestlers getting injured like you do football players, but they get shoulder and knee injuries, just and neck injuries too.
Yes.
So I hope he makes a full recovery. Joseph Schenk, Pine Richland, 5th in the 285-pound class. And let's go to girls wrestling. Lena Rumpler of North Allegheny, gold medal winner, 148-pound class. Anna Malovich of Butler, silver medal, 112-pound class. This girl's going to really be good. I think she has 2 more years of wrestling behind her, ahead of her. Sophia Folks, North Allegheny, 5th, 130 pounds. Isabella McNutt, Hampton, 6th, 106 pounds. Kelly Rattenbach of North Allegheny, 6th, 106 pounds. And Miranda Lejevic of Knox, 7th, 100-pound classification. Girls wrestling is taken off. They're moving it away from girls wrestling on the boys teams to getting their own wrestling. I think there are 14 or 16 WPL schools that have girls wrestling only. It's eventually all of them will have it, and I think it's the right way to go too.
It should be wrestling boys for sure.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. That's the right way to go, and I give them credit for moving in that direction. Boys basketball, PIAA 6A, Newcastle 60, Erie 50, Isaiah Boyce 19. Jonathan Anderson, 18. When those 2 guys are hitting, it's hard to beat the Canes. Next up for Newcastle, 23-3, Downingtown. What do we know about Downingtown? They're usually good.
It's really far away. I know that.
Yeah, it's out near Philly.
They're playing at Williamsport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, they played there before.
Yeah,
They'll have half the gym full. You know that, right, Al?
yeah, they're gonna.
Downingtown, just talking to people, they're good but not great. But Reading, the next team,
Oh, that's
supposed to be
different.
Another level.
Hey, they only have over 3,000 in the school, Reading. They have 1,200 in a class.
a chance to be good.
You would think.
Well, out there, their 6A schools are so much bigger than our 6A schools.
When they have 30 of them, we have 8.
And here,
Yeah.
1A is bigger than 1A out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, Central Catholic 50, West Lawn Wilson 28. Next for Central 17-9. They take on State College 24-2.
State College had a big win. That made Shrewsbury's kid's the best player.
I think State College will take
Micah
them out.
Shrewsbury, the coach.
Yeah.
His player.
Yeah. His dad.
His
His son. Yeah,
son,
yeah.
right. And 5A, Mars 61, Manheim Central 49. Next up for Mars 19-10. They take on Erie Cathedral Prep at Westminster.
Yeah, game's back at West. I know who the referee. Should be a good game. Both teams are good, right, Al?
Yeah, I think Prep's favorite. Talked to somebody who played both of them. Said Prep's the better team.
There you go.
At 4A, North Catholic routed Hickory 89-65. Max Hurry 25. Andrew Madelon 22. Next up for North Catholic 20-7. They take on Valley View 22-4. Valley View is out near Shamokin.
Okay, so that's a nice trip too.
And
Valley View's getting whooped.
Valley View's getting
Yeah, they better be good to beat those boys.
right.
Same with the girls. You better be good.
Yes. A Hampton 61, Grove City 44. Next up for the Talbots 24-3. They take on Laurel Highlands 23-3 and star Rodney Gallagher. This could be a good one.
They'll be favored. Laurel Highlands will be favored, but Hampton keeps the pace down. Try to beat them that way.
Should be a
And
good
they're
game.
big. Got a big kid inside. I didn't realize they were that big.
Who's that?
Hampton.
Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
Aliquippa in 2A 65, Karn City 33. The Quips jumped all over them in the first half with a 34-11 lead. Micah Rupp had 12 points for Karn City. The Gremlins finished a great year, 22-6. And they even said the speed that we were talking about and the athleticism, they're just not used to it. I mean, I give them Karn City players and coach credit for admitting that.
Well, they take it as far as they can.
Right.
You know, and that's all you can do as a coach and players. Congratulations. They took it. You're still playing right now.
Yeah,
You had a great year.
Just like we said,
yeah.
schedule an Aliquippa
Yeah.
or a Farrell early in the
Well,
year.
you know what happens? It sounds easy to us, but they have a bunch of league games.
Right,
Quips have a
scheduling.
bunch. They probably have a place where they go preseason. They probably have a place they go at Christmas. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, you might have 2 or 3 dates they don't match.
Absolutely. Hey, in 1A, and I thought, wait a minute, they already played. Amani Christian and Union, but it's Union and Reimersburg
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
They're getting back-to-back unions.
No, you don't.
How about when they take the bus to the wrong one?
Hey, they've done. Hey, Ed, couple times.
Yeah.
Yep, couple times.
Hey, girls basketball, state playoffs, 6A, North Allegheny 78, Mannheim Central 53, Kelly McDowell 15, Lydia Betts 15. Next up for NA 21-5, they're going to play Mount Lebanon 18-8. And 5A, Mars 49, York Suburban 40, Vita Vargo 13. Next up for Mars 18-8 they versus District 10 champ Erie Cathedral Prep 22-1. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Did not Villa Maria merge go in with Erie
It must be
Cathedral
because
Prep?
there's
Yeah,
no prep girls.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah. Villa Maria.
Thanks for that,
Villa
Eddie.
Maria.
I was trying to figure out where I was trying to figure out where Villa
I
was.
said, no, I said, where's Villa in there?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't see them.
no.
They got to be somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
they
what it
merged. They
is.
merged.
Yeah.
They merged in with them.
No, I know where
Is
Villa
that
was.
place where
They were
play-
trying to hide from us.
That place they
Yeah.
play
They
is
can't
called
hide.
some prep, something like where that big arena they have.
I know where you're talking
they'll
about.
be tough.
Who's Villa
The
playing?
Armory or something.
Yeah.
over
Who's
there.
Villa playing?
Mars.
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 Poor Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
When I tell you how good that Villa team is, I mean,
Yeah, because you never heard of Erie Cathedral
No,
Prep girls
yes,
basketball
That's
before.
why. Tell you how you know when you play them, you get the other one's fans. Like if you play Villa, the prep boys are there, and if you play prep, but see, they play tonight same time.
Mixed
that
in.
helps.
And 4A, Knock 53, Punxsutawney 44, Nina Shaw 18, CC Kosecki 12. Next up for Knock 18-9, they take on Blackhawk 22-4.
Yeah, Black, I'll be favoring that one.
Knock's good,
Pretty,
though.
pretty
Knock's
big.
good.
No,
Yeah.
Blackhawk's really good.
We
Yeah,
saw
there's
them
a
against
difference.
Freeport.
we had.
did.
Oh, I didn't say
they're
Knock is good,
but
but
not.
it's not
No,
Blackhawk.
no, they're good though.
North Catholic 70, Conneaut 44.
Oh.
Daisha Lewandowski 22, Elena Rocco 21, Anna Waskowitz 15. Next up for the Lady Trojans 23-3, they take on Harbor Creek.
Good team out of District 10, but
Yeah,
not good.
not good enough to match up
And
against
also go back to the
these
Blackhawk.
girls.
Back to the Blackhawk. No, Blackhawk lost a player though, so
Did
Knock,
they?
so Knock might have a chance. Yes.
Okay,
Hey, good luck playing those North Catholic girls.
You're not.
absolutely. When they're hot, now
Nothing you could do.
Daisha, come off that injury. She's getting stronger. You see, little
yeah.
by little each game, she's getting
No,
strong. What you got a 1-2 puncher in with Waskowitz too.
No, a 1, 2, 3, 4
Have you
punch.
seen the point?
Yeah.
Have you seen the point guard?
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
they're
it is
good.
OI.
And 3A, Shadyside Academy 54, Karn City 19, just overmatched. Karn City finishes 15-10. And in 2A, Lakeview 47, Montauk 40, Catherine Kelly and Davina Pry each with 13 points. Montauk, they finish a great year too, 19-8. And in college swimming, Butler grad David Bocci, now at Clarion University, he finished 8th in the 200 fly at the NCAA National Championships at Indianapolis. He has 2 more years of swimming ahead of him, too. High school football news. Here we go. Butler will rejoin the WPL in 2024. 6A, according to the Butler Eagle, this is part of a settlement of pending legislation with the PIAA. And part of the terms, Butler remains in District 10 for this season, but then District 7, WPL, and District 10 have informed Butler with their prerogative under PIA bylaws that Butler is no longer permitted to play in District 10 after this year, which gives Butler 3 options. Challenge the PIAA bylaws in court, which Superintendent White says he does not want to do, become totally independent with a schedule on your own, or rejoin the WPIAL. So, guys, what do you think about
Andy, you're
the
from
move?
Butler. What do the fans think about in town? Do they want them back in the WPL?
I think they want him back in WPL.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
familiarity thing, and build it.
until they go 1-9 again, and then.
Well, here's
that's the problem.
in 2019 and 20 in 6A, they were 0-18.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
lost 20.
Yeah.
Now the last 2 years in District 10, they've gone 9-12 back-to-back playoff games with McDowell, which you only have to win one. They got crushed by McDowell last year, 62-7. But I think some things are going to change. The PIAA has said starting in 2024, after this season, they're going to count VOTEC students, which means you may have some teams, more teams
5A
bumped up,
going to 6A, yeah.
gone into 6A. So Butler may have a few other teams there
That they can win,
they,
right.
they can play with. Now,
Some of those 5As are no joke.
Like Penn
5A
Hills.
is a better division.
Like Penn Hills.
5A is better. You know, we said that in basketball. North Hills went
Absolutely.
down to a
That's what I
tougher
told
level.
Ralphie when he went up to 6A. I said, Ralphie, it's going to be easier, and it was.
You know, now, to if you wanted to say, can we ease them back in, start them at 4A 1 year, then move 5A, then move to 6A? I don't know that helps, but would that be a reasonable approach?
How about the 4As that have to play him?
That's why it's not reasonable.
That's right. It's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. That's something that they do in Florida. Every number of years they realign everything based on your wins and your losses.
It's called relegation, like they have in soccer.
It's a good word. I like that word.
He's a diplomat.
Relegation, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, our stories of the week: college basketball. Pitt, Penn State, West Virginia, all headed to the NCAA tournament. Pitt in the Midwest Regional, first four, 22-11 to play Mississippi State. Penn State, Midwest, number 10 versus number 7, Texas A&M, 25-9. They're 0-4 against Texas A&M. Penn State, 22-13. And West Virginia in the South, number 9 versus number 8, Maryland. Now, here's what I'm hearing from a few people. Why they said West Virginia, 19-14, 7-11 Big 12, got a higher seed than Pitt. They should be in the first four, and Pitt should have the better seed. What do you guys
It's the league.
think?
That's why. It's the league.
Yeah.
Big
What can you
difference.
say?
Big 12.
Big
Yeah.
Big, I know.
It's a total league thing, and West Virginia beat Pitt, didn't they? I think
They beat
Pounded
Pitt.
them.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying.
beat them.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So that's right there's the answer.
But both teams had ugly
There's the
losses
answer.
during the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
You know
but,
what though?
7-11 versus 14
No,
and 6.
I don't think Pitt
I'm
should be in
kind-
the first inning.
I think Pitt should have had a better.
I agree. I don't
with
think they
that.
should be
And I
playing
didn't. I thought
Tuesday.
I said that's what it'd be.
And they were.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
And you think Howard's Mississippi State, right?
No, he's gone.
He's
he's
gone,
gone. They
so-
fired him a year ago.
Okay,
gone.
so it's
He's
not.
out.
There's no tie.
No,
there
there's
like
no
there
tie.
was before.
Hey, let's look at this Big Ten championship. Purdue 67, Penn State 65.
Get a hold. I got
Stop.
stop.
No, let me get this in.
Get a press breaker.
Wait,
Come
wait.
on, come on,
Okay.
Painter. You're better than that.
Yeah.
He threw the ball in the corner 11 straight times.
Purdue led by 17, okay? And they're leading by 11 or 12, 11 minutes ago. And they start to play the clock, and I'm going, what are you doing? They took their offensive rhythm away. Now, I thought they started to play not to lose rather than play to win. How did they get there? They slowed their offense down, and now they're taking shots with 3 seconds left, and bad shots to begin with. And Penn State, give them credit, they come roaring back. What do you think about that strategy, playing clock with 11 minutes to go?
The strategy I didn't like was more than that. They took Edie out.
Right.
Wait a minute.
He should have 50 points.
Don't go out of the game.
Can't take him.
Don't. What do you mean taking him out of the game in the championship? Now, but I don't understand. During the regular season, yes.
Yeah.
Championship game, and then once he went out, they lost momentum and they started playing the clock, like you said.
But 11 minutes
but,
ago.
but I mean,
You ever seen him play the
No.
clock with 11
but I
minutes
watched
ago?
them play Rutgers Friday.
Yeah.
They threw the ball in the corner at it. I swear to God, 8 straight
And
times
they got
down the stretch.
stuck.
Well, of course, there's nowhere to go. They did it again. At first, I'm teasing. I put on Twitter, had some junior high coach send them your press breaker. They did the exact same. If that Penn State game's 30 seconds longer, they lose it.
And Edie, back-to-back games, 32 and 30 points.
Oh.
But he could have scored 50 against
I know he could.
Penn
He
State.
can't be
I
good.
just did. I'm
No, I
watching the
agree.
game and I'm going, why is Coach playing the clock with 11 minutes to go? I could see with 5 minutes or 6 minutes.
So I'm going to add more fuel to the fire. If you're watching Rutgers and Penn State, you'll watch. The next team won't press them.
I
No, they'll come back and press them with 3 minutes left of the game.
Down 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, just start out pressing them.
Yeah.
They struggle
Hey,
against
and
press.
I'm watching Bardo the other Big Ten Network. Minute 2 left. Team's down 4 possessions. He says it's too early to foul. We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You
know.
need a ball 4 times,
Right.
and there's a minute 2 left. You're going to get it twice, right? By natural.
I would think so.
My goodness.
Hey, number 1 seeds, Alabama in the South Regional, Houston in the Midwest, Kansas West, Purdue in the East. And who's going to win it all?
I stay. I took Texas before.
Oh,
I'll stay with them.
You know, that's a good.
I like Texas.
I got to pick
I'm going to
somebody.
take UCLA.
Well, that's a good pick too. They're hurt.
Oh,
If
I
they weren't
wrote-
injured.
I wrote him the other day.
If they weren't
too.
injured, they're hurt.
Hey, I wrote Mick the other day
Did ya?
too. Worst offense I've ever seen in my life. one guy getting the ball and just
They all
pound.
do it.
Yeah, but at least some of them are spread out. His aren't even spread
They
out.
all do it.
My Lord.
Watch Pitt tonight.
Who do you like?
I'm going to take Duke.
Duke?
Yeah.
Well, they're
Wow.
playing great.
I
All
warned
right.
Albert the other day he liked Virginia, and
They're
I
playing
thought
great.
Duke was playing
You like the
tough.
big guy. The
I'm
big
a big
guy's been
Virginia
hot.
guy.
I don't know.
Is he
Well,
going to the
Philip West is
NBA?
Filipowski
Yeah,
out?
but
Is he done?
Does he
one and
stay
done?
out?
I don't know. I have no idea.
His twins is the
Don't
Ivy
forget,
League.
it's the NBA.
Yeah, it's not JV ball now. No, they'll throw him in the ground
Right.
quite easily.
Yes.
And women top seed, South Carolina, Greenville 1 region, Indiana, Greenville 2, Virginia Tech, Seattle 3, and Stanford, Seattle 4. The winner will be South Carolina
Easily.
unless they play the Celtics.
Easily, yeah, easily.
They are so good.
Easily.
Now let's go to the National Hockey League. After suffering a 4-3 overtime loss to the Islanders, where they blew that 3-1 lead in the third period, they rallied with back-to-back wins against the Flyers, 5-1, and a bitter game with their rivals, the Rangers, 3-2 in overtime. That was a knockdown drag. You talk about bitterness. There were hits behind the back. In the NFL, there'd have been about 6 ejections from the game. This is a bitter, hateful rivalry between these two. So the Pens have 3 games this week, one with the Jets, and then they're in New York for 2 games with the Rangers, and those are going to be brutal.
Well, they put themselves in position now again, so that's good news. All Penguin fans say, "Go Pens!" That's what Matt says, our producer.
Hey.
Go Pens!
When I say they're in trouble, they win. When I say they're on a
Oh,
hot
you got the
streak,
curse.
they lose.
Your curse has never left. Yes.
Hey, that was just a brutal game. And now I give Sullivan. We're a little critical of him last time. Give him credit. He mixed up the lines. You know, Benino has a injury, lacerated kidney that will keep him out indefinitely. What? Hockey,
Those
the
guys are
injuries
so
that
tough.
they get.
They're so much tougher than
You know,
everybody.
they need to keep their mouthpieces in when they go to New York. I'll tell you that. So he mixed the lines around, dropped Ricard Raquel from the first down to the third. He got a goal against Philly, and Pedersen's been good there with him, and Gunlund on that third line, where they needed a lot of their help right there in that third line. So
For
they have
them-
16 to play.
For them to be successful in the Stanley Cup playoffs, you just said it. They have to get better play from the third and fourth lines. They have to.
Well, I
because
watched that
they're-
game
every-
Sunday.
and
Didn't
won't-
they
if
have
they
their
don't, they won't
starting
win.
goalie and the Rangers had their backup in there?
Jari played against the Rangers.
Yeah.
He had 27 saves.
Yeah.
And then Casey DeSmith had 30 saves.
But they were
against the
playing their
Flyers.
backup because they played the night before in Buffalo.
Possibly,
Yeah.
possibly,
Yeah.
right. So they have 78 points. They're 2 points ahead of the Islanders. It'll take a miracle to catch the Rangers. They're 6 points behind the Rangers, but they need to secure that 4th spot.
That's it. Get the fourth spot and move on.
So we'll see what happens here coming down to the end. Hey, NFL guys, quarterback dilemma, pay and pray. You know, I always wonder, you want to have a top-notch quarterback. How do you pay him all this money and still have enough left over
You don't.
to meet your other needs? So let's look at, for example, Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. Last year, Jackson turned down a $240 million contract, $180 million guaranteed.
I can't get over this.
So what's he want? He wants
All
$250
guaranteed.
million, all guaranteed, comparing himself to Deshaun Watson. So the Ravens slap him with the non-exclusive franchise tag. He will make $32.5 million
Poor
this
guy.
year in 2023. In case he needs some help, I'm going to refer him to you two guys.
Yeah.
This
Casey's
is amazing.
hurting.
Because you guys handle this much better than me.
Yeah.
See, I can't comprehend it.
$180 million
I can't.
guaranteed.
When he was 10 years old, and they told him, "Listen, you're going to get offered $32 million. But you're not going to take it." I can't comprehend it.
No, he gets this $32
I
million.
know,
he
but
has
still,
to
I'm
take.
just saying $32
Right,
million.
right. But he wants 18 more million a year.
We have a buddy who's an agent. When they go in with 5 lawyers. He's going in himself.
He's going in himself. What's the old saying?
You
If
have a little
if
fool for a client.
if you're your own attorney, you have a fool for a
Absolutely.
client.
Absolutely.
Now, non-exclusive means this: he's free to negotiate with any team, starting this Wednesday.
Yes.
All right. His asking price is $250 million, all guaranteed. However, any team that signs him has to give Baltimore 2 number 1 picks.
The reason I told George that I could not take him, he gets hurt. you understand?
You know how many games he's missed in the last 2 years?
Guaranteed
10,
money.
right?
Guaranteed
11.
means
Yeah.
that you get it if you're hurt or not hurt. I can't give him money. He's hurt all the time.
He's missed 11 games in the last
And
2
you
years.
know what, too? The very last one, when he didn't go, there's more going
Thanks,
on
George,
there.
for that. Thank
Right.
you.
There's something. You got to go to that game with your team, right?
He's 1-3 in the playoffs, 3 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions.
I know. I wouldn't.
Those missed 11 games. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not paying him. I'm going to draft a quarterback. I'm going to draft a quarterback.
I think they think the
they were
backup. The
8-9.
backup's not awful.
Yeah,
Hundley,
I
is
just
it? Hundley?
Hundley.
He's not
Hundley.
awful at it.
he's not awful.
For
but,
NFL.
but,
He just-
yeah,
for the
but,
NFL.
but they're 8-9. They'll have a chance to draft a quarterback this year. That's
See,
what I would
here's
do.
the thing.
What do you do if Will Levis is there?
Oh, they'll take him, but he's not going to be there.
No,
I'm not 11. The other thing,
See, I
too,
like 'em.
They look at this, and I think they're hoping someone. Remember, Elle and I talk about this. We know that's too much, but it only takes one goofy guy.
Okay, here's a question.
But George thinks it's going to be Atlanta. George thinks Atlanta's going to get
Yeah, I do.
go after him.
See, I thought maybe Tennessee.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee. That's what I
They
thought.
look like they're
Well,
having
there's
a
two
fire
teams right
sale.
there that might be, but I'm just saying he's asking for too much.
How long?
Too
How long
much.
do you go with this? It's becoming a circus-like
It is a circus.
atmosphere.
It is a circus.
At some point, you got to move
And
on.
you're dividing your locker room too. I heard the one guy say, ever since he's been there, their draft picks they ignored wide receiver completely.
Yeah,
They like
that
to
I
give,
don't
they
get
like to
at
give
all.
excuses.
Well, those guys, though,
They like to
they
give
stick
excuses.
together. They're playing against
Hey.
the man.
He's getting older.
Yeah.
He's been hurt. He can't keep running like he's been doing.
No.
It's not going to last.
No.
Hey, more NFL. How about this Carolina Bears deal? The Panthers get the number 1 pick from the Bears. The Bears get Carolina's number 9 and number 61 picks this year, and a first-round pick in 2024, second-round pick in 2025, and Carolina star receiver DJ Moore.
I thought
How about this deal?
I thought the Bears killed.
Bears, I do too.
Hey,
Depends,
what-
depends how good Stroud becomes. Because that's
yeah,
what they're taking.
that's what
They're going to take
And they're
Stroud.
taking the wrong guy. I've told you already.
Yeah.
I'm a Levitt's guy. I like Levitt.
Young's the best guy I've seen in 10
Levitt's
years.
is 6'4", 230.
I'm saying that right.
You don't
I'm
like
saying
Levitt's?
No.
Why?
Stinks. 19 passes, 9 interceptions.
You like his ability.
I like his ability. I like
Beat
his
out of
arm
Penn
strength.
State.
I like his size. I'm gonna
He'll be in that
take him.
XFL next year. You
I don't
can
want.
watch
I
him.
want to know the
think
last
so.
Ohio
I don't
State
think
quarterback to make it. That's what I want.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you can't.
Fields is doing okay, but he's
You know, you can't-
He runs it, doesn't throw
But
it.
you got to look at the kid, and you can't go by what their past history is.
I
If you
gotcha.
think he can play,
Oh, they
then
think
you
he
got
can
to
play.
take
They
Oh,
him.
think he can play, yeah.
absolutely. So someone's going to draft him.
Right. And
Yeah.
and how about the quarterback from TCU, Max
Yeah.
Duggan? He's a
He'll
tough
go
guy.
somewhere
The
He's
kid
a tough
from
guy.
Florida's the one that made the biggest.
Now they're saying about Bryce Young. He's only 5'10" and a half.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
What do you do?
I know what I do.
Here's-
I take him win
and
championship.
here's the other thing too. I know the guys aren't as good in the SEC, but they're as tall as you know what I mean. Now,
Right.
Good line.
You want to tell me they're
Good
not as
line.
good? I get it, but don't tell me they're not as tall.
Right.
Right. Duggan's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's another big guy. Hey, NFL passings. Steelers architect of their Super Bowl draft, Stick Haley, 85, hometown all the way. Played at Pitt, played for the Steelers, then Steelers player personnel director from 71 to 1990. He spearheaded those drafts along with Bill Nunn and Art Rooney Jr. too. What a great job they did. I don't think you'll see those days ever coming back
They won't.
again.
No, there's too much information out there. They used to sneak in and get a guy at an all black school.
Yeah, Bill Nunn did it.
Can't
where
happen.
Other
Yeah,
teams
can't happen today.
didn't pay attention.
That's
And-
the greatest thing the Steelers had. Their
Yeah.
front office really
Uh-huh.
hit on drafts all the
Uh-huh.
time. Always hit on drafts.
And now that with this hard cap too, those teams that stayed together all those years, not today.
Not happening anymore.
No.
Well, Eagles just lost 4 players in one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and Bud Grant, 95, coach of the Vikings from 67 to 85, 158, 96, and 5, 11 division titles, 10 and 12 in the playoffs. Of course, those 4 Super Bowl losses. He was this guy, incredible resume, a 3-sport star at the University of Minnesota, 9 letters in football, baseball, and basketball. Went to the Great Lakes during the wartime, played for Paul Brown. You think he learned a lot from there. Then he's drafted by the Minneapolis Lakers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Plays for the Lakers. They won the NBA championship his second year. second in the NFL in receiving at 52, 56 catches for 997 yards. That's how good he was in the 50s.
They didn't throw the ball.
Then he left. He went and coached and played in the Canadian League. As a coach, he won 4 Grey Cups, 100 wins. That gives him 258 wins as a coach. He is the only coach that's in the Hall of Fame in both the NFL and the Canadian Football League. Quite a career.
I have him rated as the most underrated
Yes.
coach of all time.
Yeah.
You talk about great coaches, his name never appears. Great coach. Not a good coach. Great coach.
Four Super Bowls. I don't care if he lost them or not. He got
and
there.
he handled everything with class.
Yeah. He had this gigantic yard sale every year. He still, in his 90s. And they would come from all over. And these guys on these talk shows would call up and talk to him while he was, and he was old school. There was no nothing.
And
If
he
it said
gave autographs.
$2, he wanted $2 for it.
Yeah, he was a sharp guy. Big guy. I mean, he played with George Mikan. And Lakers back then.
Absolutely.
Hey, guys, I want to mention some basketball changes. Finally, Jim Boeheim has stepped down, although he kind of indicates that wasn't his decision. And then firing Patrick Ewing at Georgetown. There's a mistake. Hired a guy, a great player, but no coaching experience at all.
He was in the NBA, though.
Yeah.
He was in the NBA as an
Assistant,
assistant for a long time. That just proves the difference between the two. And college is more about recruiting than people realize.
Now, St. John's fired their coach after he was coach of the year 2 years ago. Georgia Tech fired their coach. He won the ACC just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was saying to someone, they said, so-and-so won't go here or there. They're under contract. I said, are you serious? I said, contracts like pie crusts are made to be broken.
Absolutely.
There's more honor among thieves.
Absolutely.
When it comes to colleges and contracts, they mean absolutely nothing.
No, you're exactly right.
Zero.
No, you're
Anderson's a really good coach at St. John's.
Yes, he is.
But it was set up. The reason they fired him,
Yeah.
Patino's coming in. That's why.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hey, that's it for us. We ran out of time. We'll see you next week.
Armstrong has been a part of Butler County since 1963. We helped you get online with Zoom Internet. Our Breaking Bread program began fighting hunger in our communities. Enhanced Wi-Fi delivered coverage, security, and control of your network. Zoom Extreme brought internet speeds up to 1 gig to the community. And in 2022, Armstrong was named CableFact's Independent Operator of the Year for the second time. When you support Armstrong, you're supporting your local community.
How do you choose the smart home and security system that's right for your family? The answer is Guardian Protection, a fully integrated system so that all your smart home and security devices work together, like smart locks, smart lights, doorbell cameras, video cameras, and more. And with advanced artificial intelligence technology, Guardian Protection creates a smarter, safer home for you, all controlled from one single app. The right choice for your family.
Some companies will tell you they have the best customer service.
No, I'm sorry. That's not a part of our policy. We can't really help you there.
Some companies will tell you they have the best technical support.
Yeah, let me just put you on with somebody from technical support right now. Please hold.
Technical support, how can I help you?
Some companies will tell you that your call is very important. Only Armstrong provides you with the customer service you deserve.